Hello and welcome to this vlog. My name is Josh and today I will be talking about 3 simple tips to get better reception on your Upwork proposals and hopefully it will also land you a job. So before I begin on the tips, let me do a quick introduction of myself. So I have been working as an online professional or as an online freelancer for about 8 years now. I started back in July of 2012, right after I left my office work as a call center agent. Since then, I have been doing online work, which is proof that online work or working from home is actually a very lucrative way of making a living. Now, I know that because of the pandemic season, more people have been getting into work from home, and I have been I have joined groups, and I've seen a lot of posts about people asking how they be able to get more clients or get their proposals accepted by clients or even being seen by clients. I've also had friends of mine that lost their jobs and wanted to shift online. So they wanted to ask me how to build a better profile in Upwork, how to send proposals. And so I wanted to put this in a short video to help you guys understand how to get your proposals not just be seen, but to also have better reception from the clients. And hopefully, those clients that see your proposal would get interested enough that they would hire you. So, the first tip that I want to share with you in order to get better receptions on your proposals in Upwork is to build a good Upwork profile. So, what does this mean? When a client looks at a list of proposals on their job posting, there are three areas that they look at first: your profile photo, your title, and the first one or the first two paragraphs of your description. So, number one, regarding your photo, you don't want your photo to be too formal. Really, depending on the type of uh, skill set that you have, you want your photo to be semi-formal but not too casual, because your photo tells a lot about your personality. If you're too formal, you might work too rigidly and you're not really adaptable to change. If you're too casual, then it might not look too professional for the client, and the client might reject you just for submitting a casual photo. Regarding your title, make sure that you are specific, especially in the area or field of expertise. Now, a lot of people I see, they just either put data entry expert or any general or vague description of their skill sets. You have to be more specific. For example, if you specialize in accounting, talk on your title, put which area of accounting you specialize in or which field you've done accounting specialization for. Or for example, in my aspect or in my area, what I do is marketing automation and platform integration. So what I put on my title is I am a specialist in marketing automation and platform integration. This way, when your clients look at your proposal, they won't have to wonder what kind of skill sets you really have, because on the title itself, they'll know what is your main skill set. The third part, which is the first two sections or the first two paragraphs of your description, have to tell the client everything they need to know about your skill set. So, I see a lot of Upwork profiles na ang nilalagay ho nila sa first two paragraphs is I am hardworking, I am dedicated. That's fine, but when a client browses through, say, 5 or 6 or even 10 or 15 proposals at the same time, they're not gonna have enough time to read through your skill sets. So dun pa lang po sa first two paragraphs, you have to let them know what are your skill sets. Aside from the title, specify mo na dun sa first two paragraphs, and also add other skill sets that you have that are related to the work that they are looking for, or at least to your primary skill set. The second point that I would like to share with you is to send proposals. So once you've built your Upwork profile, and you know that it's worthy enough for a client to look twice, once you start sending or finding job postings to send proposals to, look for job posts that have less than 10 proposals. This is not always applicable, but for the most part, you want, especially if you're new, you want to look for job postings related to your field of expertise that have less than 10 proposals and have been posted uh, recently. This is because the client is more active if it's recently posted. Client's going to be monitoring it more often. If a job posting, in my experience, if a job posting has been there for about um, more than a week, the client doesn't really check it as often as he or she would during the first week na pinost niya yung job posting ngayon. With regards to the proposals, the reason why I suggest looking for job postings, or yeah, job postings that have less than 10 proposals, is because remember, with Upwork, you can't have multiple or unlimited applications. You have what are called connects, and these limit the amount of proposals that you can send. So applying for a job posting that has less than 10 proposals will make it more easier, or will make it much more likely that the client will see your proposal. This is especially true if the kind of skill set you have is more general in nature. For example, if you're a data entry expert, a lot of people do data entry. So when a client looks at um, 10 proposals as opposed to 5 proposals, they'll have a much better time seeing your proposal and getting more interested. Because if you're a client and then you see 15 to 20 proposals a day, um, you would check the first most often. And I know this because I have been working with clients who have been hiring people in Upwork as well as other platforms. And typically, what they would do is they would look at the first 5, 6, or 7 proposals, and after that they would just skim through the other proposals unless they find something interesting, which is really why it's really important to get an eye-catching, or create an eye-catching profile in Upwork. So that's point number 2. Make sure to submit proposals for job postings that have less than 10 proposals, and see if those job postings are less than, say, 3 days old, because it's more recent. Finally, the third point that I want to share with you is to try and, when you submit a proposal to a job post, read the description carefully. And the reason this is important is because this is going to influence the content of your proposal. Now, most job postings, or at least a lot of job postings, not most, a lot of job postings have general descriptions, vague descriptions, some even. So, for example, if they're looking for a data entry analyst, or they're looking for a virtual assistant. Now, for the most part, virtual assistant job postings are more specific. They put specifics on it. But if you look at a job posting that has a vague description, then on your proposal, you don't just want to throw in, hey, I'm a data entry analyst, I'm an expert, this is my typing speed, and all of that. You want to also ask your client on your proposal, hey, I saw your job post, I'm very interested, I'm an expert in data entry, I'd like to know more about what the job is about. That way, it tells the client that you're really interested in what the job is, and you're not just there so that you can get a contract. Additionally, It's also the reason why it's also important to read the job descriptions carefully is because some job descriptions will let you know the specifics of the tasks that you're going to be handling, and you can use that as an advantage on your proposal. So for example, in doing marketing automation, you might see some clients or some clients post jobs and say, hey, I'm looking for an expert in this particular type of CRM. And then if you are an expert, you've done work on that type of CRM that they are looking for, then you can add that to your job proposal and say, hey, I've done more than 5 years, or I'm an expert in this type of CRM. I've done work with this CRM for more than 3 years now, and this adds to um, your credibility when you submit the proposal. Also, make sure those little snippets of information that you get by reading the job descriptions thoroughly, make sure to add that to the first two paragraphs of your proposal letter. Remember, on your proposal letter, don't just put in, oh, I'm hardworking, I'm diligent. Those are already on your profile. They're not really, while that, yes, that is important, these things like you're hardworking, you're diligent, you're quick to learn, these things aren't really something that the clients will be impressed to see in your proposal, because those are things that the client will see when you actually start working. So, yeah, those are the 3 points that I wanted to share with you in order for you to get better reception on your proposals in Upwork. And hopefully, by doing those three things, by considering those three things, you might also land a job. Your proposals might not only get seen by your client or get them interested, but they might actually take you in uh, as one of their contractors. So once again, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you learned something from this quick vlog, and have a great day, guys. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.